Hey, Samuel Jungan here, and in this video I'm going to run you through 3 different powerful funnels that we use to generate a heap of revenue for clients every month. So this one here that I'm going to show you first, in the last 3 weeks has generated 150K for a client, 3 weeks and a budget less than 20K. This is a live event funnel. So up here, what we have, this is our ad. And this drives to warm-up content. Whoops, not a great arrow there. This drives to warm-up content, warm-up video either on YouTube or Facebook. You could do it on a blog if you wanted to. So that's our video here, right? This video, we then build up a retargeting audience, and here's our ad over here, right? That ad then links them back to a free report. So based on the topic, obviously, it's a congruent topic. This will help people and give them good content. Then this one here, you could put a link in the video description somewhere and say, hey, go download this free report. This is a landing page, so let's call this LP. And then anyone that's visited this landing page, what we do is we retarget people that have not opted in for the ebook. We retarget them back to this page. So normally if someone's seen a video, they've seen the ads, they come to this landing page to get the free report. They then opt in, they give their name and email address, they land on this page here, and this is live event. So let's just call this live. I'll actually change this one to report just to make it easier for you. Right, that's our free report, that's our live event. Then with our advertising, we're retargeting people that have seen this page, that have not opted in for the free report, that have opted in for the free report, but they didn't sign up for the live event. We're retargeting people back to that live event page. Now, anyone that's opted in for this free report here, what we're doing is they get an email which delivers the report. And that email gives them the report, gives them good value. Inside the report itself, it also has links back to letting them know that there's a live event coming. And then this email series gives good value. There's actually case studies in this email here. So case studies of people that have been to the live event and the result that they've generated after attending the live event. So it gives real life case studies. And then this email here can be a personalized email. So you might write it so that it looks like you're writing something to your grandma. That's how you want this email to look here. So it's an email that goes to them and asks them, hey, would you like to be my guest at my live event here? And you'll get quite a good response rate from that as well. Then down here, if these people still have not registered, and we set up this automation behavioral retargeting, we call it, inside platforms like Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign. So we know which emails they've opened, which they've clicked on, and if they haven't registered for the event yet, then what we do is we send them to, it's a really wonky looking telephone. I can't believe I had I had drawing lessons before this to draw a telephone, and that's what my telephone looks like. But anyway, then what you want to do is get the team on the phone to call these people and get them to the live event as well. With that strategy, you get a really high conversion rate to people booking in for the event. On the thank you page, when people do register for the event, you want to invite them to bring a friend. What I know after running hundreds and hundreds of campaigns for people in live events and driving literally thousands and thousands of people to live events all around the country is that if you do this right, once someone is committed to go to an event, they want to feel safe, they want to share it with their friends and family, so a lot of people will bring a person if you invite them properly. We've seen almost 50% uptake for people registering a friend if you invite them properly on there. So there's one strategy that we used for a client in the last 3 weeks. less than 20K spend, and we generated 150K. Now I'm going to run through 2 more out of our 10. By the way, if you find this useful and you want me to send you the mind map of all the different 10 funnels that we use for our clients to generate millions and millions of dollars every year, then just leave a comment below in the comment section and I'll send it to you via Messenger. All right, so with this funnel here, we call this one the expert funnel. So this is if you want to build credibility and authority in a market as a knowledge professional. So up here, we have our advertising, and this one here is our blog, right? So if you've got a market where people like to read stuff and they consume stuff, typically people that will read blogs are a little bit more sophisticated, maybe a little bit more educated, dare I say, than people who will just watch videos. So what we want to do is we want to drive our advertising back to our blog content. Now you can use Google for this, you can use Facebook, you can use Bing. There's a whole bunch of content marketing platforms out there that you can use for this as well. I'm not going to go into that in this video. This is more about the overall strategy. From our blog, we want to have embedded within the content links back to our free report. R-E-P-O. Forgotten how to spell report. All right, so we link them back to our free report. In the sidebar of our blog, we're going to have links back to our free report as well. We're also going to have links back to our webinar. When people opt in for our free report, we want to send them on the thank you page, we want to send them to our webinar and invite them, hey, come along, I'm running this training on blah. You could set this up as an automated webinar if you want, so you record it once and then people can turn up whenever they want to view it. From that webinar, you want to send people, maybe you want to sell something directly from the webinar, or maybe you want to send them to a consult if you're selling a high ticket item, right? So from the webinar, you'd book them into your calendar. And then from your calendar, once they're booked in, you want to send them to the thank you page after they've booked in the calendar. You want to send them to a page full of testimonials and case studies about how awesome you are with what you do with the product or the service that you're selling. So we got that. We're driving traffic to our blog. From the blog, we link off to our free report. We have banner images in the report that link back to the webinar. Banners on the blog that link back to the report and the webinar. So we need a link here as well. We get people to the webinar, we give them good content, we then invite them for a consult. They book into the calendar, and then they land on the thank you page and they get testimonials and case studies of how great we are. All right, off to the side here, we have our email. We decided to draw a red email this time, that's cool. And that email is obviously going to deliver the free report. The report is going to have links in it pointing back to the webinar. This email is going to come at a different angle and let them know why they need to get on this webinar. This email here is going to extract more from our webinar. So whatever we're talking about in our webinar, you're going to extract little snippets of content from there and put it in this email and let them know if they want more of that content, they need to go and register for that webinar. Then down here, we've got another email, same thing as that, right? We want to get them back to the webinar. So extract some core pieces of content, write an email about it, maybe it's a video in the email, and then link them back to the webinar to get people to show up to the webinar. Then over this side, what we've got is people that have been to the blog. We want to retarget people that have been to the blog, but they have not opted into this free report. We want to link people back to that free report to get them to download it, right? So here's an ad over here. These are ads here. We link them to that free report. From this free report, anyone that's seen this page, we want to then run another ad, and we want to retarget them to the webinar as well. Until they've opted in for the webinar, we want to run multiple ads to them to get them to register for this webinar, to get them into the consult, see our testimonials. This funnel is amazing for creating good value in the marketplace, a lot of trust, rapport, and creating that know, like, and trust factor with your audience so that they want to buy high-end consulting services from you. Now, I know this video is going on for a little bit, but I'm going to run through one more funnel for you. This one here, we're using it to sell pretty much everything and anything. And I'm going to run through that in a moment. One client that we've got running at the moment, I can't remember exactly what our stats are. Maybe Polo, our cameraman, can tell me you know, what stats are we doing for at the moment. We're actually selling property off the plan, property that's not built yet. We're building property off the plan with this strategy now. Do you know what the numbers are? We're very professional here, by the way. We ask our cameraman for advice on what our content should be. Do you know what it was?
About 210 leads last month at $35 per lead.
Yeah. How many sales did they make roughly? Last update? Yeah. All right. So, by the way, they're selling houses between $350,000 and $400,000, and they're selling a couple a month with this strategy. So, we've got our ads up here. This could be Google, could be Facebook, could be Bing. What we're doing is we're driving them to a survey funnel, right? This survey funnel, what we do is we ask them a number of questions, but you're not driving them to a survey and saying, hey, come to my boring ass survey and give me your information so that I can sell you crap. What we're doing is we're driving them to a survey that compels them to want to fill out the survey to contact us. So I'll give you a couple quick examples. One is, for our own stuff, we have a survey that says, can you get 50 new leads this month? Fill out this survey to find out, right? And they go through, they put they tick a few boxes. We make it push button, so it's multiple choice push button. They don't need to type everything out. So it's very easy, very fast to run through. And they put their details in. You might have seen this around yourself. And then it tells them at the end, do we think it's likely we can get them 50 new leads a month or not? Another example is, you know, we use sometimes for mortgage brokers is, are you paying too much on your mortgage, or can you save money on your mortgage? And then we take them through a survey. But notice the positioning question is compelling for them to want to fill out the survey. So this is the key part that makes this work or it makes it fail. So what we do is we run them through a number of questions. We've got question 1. I mean, some of our surveys have about 10 questions in them. Some have less. Ideally, you want to be looking at about 6 to 8 questions is a really good amount. But let's, for this, so that you get the, geez, I can't even count. I can't draw and I can't even count. Listen to me, I'm the expert. I can't draw and I can't count. All right, so we've got our question 2 and question 3. So they come to the page, they see the overarching question, which is, can you save money on your mortgage? And they push the button, you know, they tap their input. They go from 1 to 2, question 2 to 3. And then the last page, like I said, you can have as many questions here as you want, but the last page, we say, hey, it looks like you can or you can't do that thing. Actually, sorry, depends. Sometimes we'll give the results before, sometimes we'll give the results after. In this example, we're giving the results after. So what we say here is, drop your details in to find out your answer, and to also book a free consultation to see if we can help you achieve whatever it is that they filled out the survey for, right? So they fill in their details here, and then we're going to send them off to, it's based on conditional logic here, which basically is just a fancy name for adding up the numbers here and figuring out which ones scored high, which ones scored low. And then what happens is you drop them into different buckets here. And so let's just say this is answer 1, answer 2, or answer 3, or bucket 1, 2, and 3. If you are having trouble getting qualified leads, this is a perfect funnel for you, because what you can do is, let's say 1, they've filled out the details. The questions that we're giving them help us to qualify the client or figure out how qualified they are. Can we actually help them or not? So let's say 1, they fill out their details and their score comes out with a really low score and we can't help them. We know we can't save them money on their mortgage rate, or we can't get them 50 leads per month. So what you can do is you can go ba-bow, and you can let them know on the thank you page, say, hey, thanks for filling out the survey, but unfortunately it looks like you've got the best mortgage rate that you can get. You might still want to talk to them, and that's fine, but maybe you don't. Maybe you want to offer them a low-end offer. You might sell them like a digital product or something that will help them to improve their situation, but you're not actually going to contact that lead. Number 2, you now know that these people are qualified, but you're not sure. And people that fall into bucket 3, they're highly qualified people. They've filled out all the details that you're looking for, all the criteria rather that you're looking for, that you can help them. Whether it's saving them on a mortgage, selling a property, helping them with lead generation, whatever it is, these people are your hottest people, and that's where you should be spending most of your time focusing on those people. So I know I've gone on a bit, and this video took a little bit longer than I would like, but look, they're just 3 of the funnels out of the 10 different funnels that we use in our agency to help clients grow their businesses. As I said, this one here is generating sale, like we're literally selling houses from this strategy, $350,000, $400,000 houses off the plan, using this strategy as well as a number of different things. You can sell anything through this funnel and some of the others as well. But if you want that, just leave a comment below and I'll send you the free report, and I'll show you the 10 different funnels that we also use. And also, if you found this video useful and you know of anyone else that could benefit from it, please share the love, share it with other people that could benefit from it. I want to get this information out to as many people as possible. Click the like button, whatever you need to do, get the word out there, and I'll see you soon.